Anna, you said after game one you were anticipating some differences in Golden State in game two. What did you find to be the most effective, whether Steph having the ball more or the way that they defended AD? What stood out to you?
They made the adjustments, and we knew we were going to do that. That's what a championship team does, and they held serve on their home court tonight, and we got to obviously see the adjustments they make. We got to make our adjustments coming into game three.
And AD, just same question for you. Draymond started on you last game. Obviously, it was Looney. They played a little different on the other end as well with the spread offense. How did that impact you? Did you feel like?
I don't think so. I mean, I took all the same shots I took in game one. Just missed them. Elbow jumpers, pocket passes to the floater, same exact looks. Didn't shoot no shot that I didn't shoot in game one. Just missed them. That's all. Like Bron said, they made adjustments. Shot the ball extremely well from three. So we'll be better. I'll be better. Making those shots. Get back home on our home floor, and try to take care of business.
This question's for either of you, but where did you feel like the game kind of slipped away tonight? Was it the third quarter when they made 8 threes and dropped 40+, or was it kind of right before halftime, or what did you see with that?
Yeah, I mean, going into half, up 11, went on a run, and then obviously third quarter, we know they're a big third quarter team, came out on fire, had 43 in the third, and also 41 in the second, so it's not like us on the defensive end to give up those type of quarters. So we got to be better defensively, but I think, going to halftime, when they made that run, it's kind of, where it kind of, got away from us.
LeBron, you've seen them go on crazy runs in games in all your battles with them. What's sort of the key to not letting those build and stack, and how do you kind of have to combat that?
You got to keep scoring, get to the free throw line as well, or just get points in the paint. They're going to go on runs. That's what they do. But you got to keep scoring. Try to hold the fort down, obviously. But you give credit where credit is due. They played exceptionally well tonight, and we didn't. And the series is tied 1-1. So that's where we're at.
LeBron, you guys have been one of the best defensive team in the league over the last month plus. But the teams you played in the league, the Warriors are pretty unique the way they play compared to the rest of the league, with their personnel and continuity and all that. So what do you think it will take to make your defense shine as much as it has against this specific team?
Well, we still are. That doesn't change. We're still the best defensive team in the league, if not one of them. So that doesn't change, and that's what we hang our hats on. But like I said, you give credit where credit is due. Clay was spectacular tonight, and Draymond was great in the pocket pass with the rolls and things of that nature. So Jermichael gave him big time minutes. Those 12 minutes felt like 24 minutes, 30 minutes. He was big time for their team in the starting role tonight too. So you give credit, like I said, where credit is due, and we move on to the next game. But our defense is that's where we hang our hat, and and that doesn't stop no matter who we're playing against.
How do you guys feel? Obviously, neither of you played in the fourth quarter. Did you come out of this thing all right? And did you feel that you contested their three-pointers enough in this game? Obviously, they're a great shooting team, but they made a lot of threes.
We feel great, and we did, yes, we contested threes.
AD, when they go small, obviously it stretches the defense and gets shooters to the corners, but does that change the way they were able to defend you guys too, with their movement and even though they were smaller, did you feel like they were more active in passing lanes and things like that?
Yeah, I think they're a little bit more active in the pocket. They kind of clogged the paint, in our pocket passes that were pretty open game one, and it didn't help that we didn't really shoot the ball well from three. So we start, making those shots, making those threes, be tough for them to pull in and kind of take away those pocket passes and us playing in the paint. So that's all.
On the floor, seeing how you felt physically, getting up and down. What are your thoughts on that?
No, it feels good to be out there. Of course, I'd rather be up 30 than down 30. But, as a pro, you got to stay ready. That's what all the guys did. We get a lot of credit to our coaching staff to do the stay ready runs yesterday. We've been doing it in between days of games just for us to stay ready, because you never know with a long, deep playoff run, knock on wood. So they just try to keep us fresh and just come out there and just have respect for the game and go out there and play.
Yeah, you know this Warriors team pretty well. You knew they were going to respond a certain way in Game 2. Just kind of what were you anticipating that they did, and what are some of the things that you guys got to adjust to a little quicker?
I mean, I knew coming into this game that we're going to get a heavy dose of Clay and Steph. At the end of the day, their approach for, being down 0-1 with Game 2 at their house, the last thing they want to do is go down 0-2 from the crib. So we knew they're going to play like how they played against Sacramento Game 7. We'll leave it all out there. If it means they had to play 48 minutes, they'll do it. We weathered the first quarter storm. Second quarter, the first 6 minutes, he pulled Steph out with 2 minutes left in the first and put him back in the beginning of the second to play with that second unit. And, Clay and him kept shooting, made shots in the second quarter and put themselves in position. And in the third quarter, we weren't able to weather that storm, and that was the game right there.
Yeah, what's that challenge with them? It looked like they were giving Steph the ball earlier almost, so you couldn't, Vando couldn't just keep them ball denial, and, then they were playing in the 4-on-3, getting how much, yeah.
We'll make adjustments. That's the nature of this in the playoffs, right? We had a game plan Game 1. It worked for us. They made their adjustments going into Game 2, and now it's on us to look back at the film, see whether or not the adjustments we need to make, or if we didn't have the same effort as in Game 1, so we'll see. And we'll get ready to play at home on Saturday.
You've been through so many of these, and you know the not get too high, not get too low thing, because you've been through it. But for some of the younger guys, how can you impart that message to help them prepared for the ebbs and flows of the series?
Yeah, this series is going to be a boxing match. We won the first round. They won the second. You just got to stay with it. This is a very unique team. They shoot. Think about it. Game 1, we try to limit their threes, and they still got off 50 attempts. So that just shows you right there that they rather take threes than twos. Even if you chase them off the line, they're going to try to find a way to get three-point shots up, and that's what makes their team different than the rest of the league. Even though a lot of teams in the league try to copy them, nobody can copy the two best shooters that ever played the game. So got to make our adjustments. This is part of the playoffs, a great learning experience. And now we go back home. And
my instincts tell to me that my eyes saw us settle a little bit. We mishandled the ball some early. We were right there early on, neck and neck. But a couple of possessions got away from us early. And I just thought we made a good job of crowding the paint and not allowing us, trying to prevent us from playing downhill as much. And that in turn affects what we do at the free throw line. So we'll go back to the drawing board and look at different ways we can sustain what we did well and what we've done well over the course of these first 2 games, and then look at what we can possibly do better.
Of course, new series now, but you lose Game 2 in Memphis after winning Game 1. You get back home. Is there a different type of a sense of your team? How do you think that you will respond, and how different are these series than what these opponent challenges are?
And I fully anticipate our team to respond in the right way.
Darvin, 11 points tonight, 11 shots, 1 free throw attempt. What did you make of Draymond's defense against him? And you referenced crowding the paint. They obviously, anytime he was rolling or trying to catch the ball, there was 2-3 guys around him at all times.
Dre, he's going to do his work early. And, it's the reason why he's a perennial all-defensive player. He's going to force tough